Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV. You can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new TCX Infinity EVO Gore-Tex boot, available at RevZilla.com. It's a juggernaut. They started at the bolts and they worked their way back up. You're going to see in front of me the brand new TCX Infinity EVO GTX. Gore-Tex, full grain leather, really geared for the multi-season adventure rider. Really think about multi-season road riding with a good dash of hardcore dual sporting or adventure riding off-road as well. If we look at it, it's full height. It comes in on the heels of what we saw, one of the most classic and well-received boots from TCX. It's the original Infinity. And again, your Gore-Tex, your waterproof, breathable, guaranteed for life, and you're using high-end components. You can see if we look at both of them side by side, there have been a lot of changes. The design is different, the comfort scheme is different, and the protectionist scheme is different as well. And remember, this guy, if you want to go a little gnarlier, you're looking at something like the X-Desert GTX, and that Track EVO is going to be the lighter weight baby brother. But again, even from a height standpoint, you can see multi-season versatility, and that full grain leather coupled with that Gore-Tex liner allows you to stay cool and comfortable and really non-sweaty in this boot because, again, it's the breathability factor. It's active motorcycle riding, allowing your foot to breathe and allowing that perspiration to evaporate out through that outer membrane, while not allowing Mother Nature to come at me, bro. Now, if we look at it and we go into the fit side of things, still going to be American cut, nice and high, a lot of adjustability. No surprises there. If anything, the foot ped's got a little bit more accommodating for an American cut here on this newer Infinity EVO version. Keep that in mind. We ship for free over 39 bucks if you're concerned about it. And as always, click right here, leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback after you subscribe to us at RevZilla TV, our YouTube channel. Now, when we talk about the fit and the cut, look at the height of it. This is actually, I'm going to start with my gripe. Everything else they did, I really dig. I actually love the height of this original boot. You can see up here at the top that they changed this elasticated bellow system, and now it's going to be a more perforated or an aerated type of mesh that comes all the way to the top. It's going to be great from a wicking standpoint. It's certainly going to be comfortable, especially with this notch that they cut out in the back there. But again, I love the fuller height. I love that this boot just looked totally badass as they went all the way up your leg. From there, that's really my only gripe with it. Everything else they changed is really going to be a step forward. Now I'm going to start out with the biggest thing you're going to see, and that's going to be the sole. This version had a very cool sole to it. It was a stiff touring style sole. What they've changed on this sole is it went from about an 8 on the stiffness scale to a 7.5. A little bit more flexible in the toe so you can walk around in it. But what it is, it's the Michelin Anarchy 3 sole. They've teamed up with Michelin. They've used the entire X-Type tread pattern, which is very cool. And what you're going to see is this diamond area to interface with your foot peg. A little bit of a different durometer. It's going to be longer lasting. And then across the entire bottom of this sole, not only does it look cool, but it's meant for the same properties as this Anarchy 3 tire. Evacuate grime, evacuate water. Again, it's going to be a highly gripped sole. You can even see it all the way going up against the heel counter there, that they continued it right along. It says Michelin right on the side. Very cool that they did that, again, changing the game. They also have another couple Michelin soles that you're seeing on some of the sport-oriented models. Now, if you get into it, remember, full grain leather. The other big change you're going to see is the buckle system. They're aluminum 60/60 buckles now. They're going to be lighter weight. They're going to be stronger. They're going to stay in place and be low profile. But the nice part in the way they've laid them out, outside of the fact they're also replaceable compared to the PU buckles from before, is you'll notice that it's a strap that comes all the way across the bellows now on both sides. So instead of having it just connect right here along the edge of those bellows and bunch up when you go to pull them down, now you're strapping all the way across the instep. Again, some adjustability here, but now it's going to be easier and more predictable getting them on, getting them off, and getting them free of grime. If we rotate towards the toe box, you're going to see nice big toe counter that comes up. They've increased the size of the shift panel. Again, TCX logo, dual recess stitch, PU there, kind of great interface with your bike. And then moving to the inside, similar amount of coverage on this suede heat shield, great from an interfacing standpoint. But again, they've redesigned it slightly much as they've done with the rest of the boot. You can see these little reflective pops here as well. Now, you have this off leather. It's a suede leather, a little bit softer here in the elasticated bellows, and they've changed the way the shift panel works on the front here. I'm sorry, the shin panel. So again, you're going to have areas of impact abrasion. You're going to get that great shock absorbing property there, and you have that notch at the front here with that suede leather again. So it's going to work with you if you're actively riding your boot. It's not going to dig into your calf. Moving back towards the inside of the boot, you're going to see this raised area for malleolus protection that's baked in. You also have it on the outside here on the lateral side. They do a great job at that toe ankle, and heel protection. Very, very stiff, meant to be bomb-proof for off-road riding scenarios. I would love to see them potentially do some type of external exoskeleton, maybe a baby version of the TCS system, that torsion control moving forward. Again, giving you a little bit of lateral or torsion control there that's going to allow you to maybe compete in that next level up with something like some of those seedy top-end boots. But again, around the $400 mark for full Gore-Tex, full-grain leather with aluminum buckles, it's a rock-solid choice that's not going to break the bank. You're not spending $500, you're not spending $600. Now, if we move into some of the other features here, I'm going to open it up, show you the Gore-Tex liner. As I remove these quick release buckles, open up from the top, there's my Gore-Tex gaiter, comes up right there. That's how high your waterproofing is. Remember, waterproof, breathable. If it ever leaks on you, Gore-Tex is going to replace it. Notice your wicking layer up around your calf, nice big area of Velcro. And if you look inside, that's going to be your traditional wicking Gore-Tex liner. That's designed to pull sweat away from your foot, get it toward the outer shell of the boot, which is full grain leather, and have it evaporate out so you never pull sweat in these bad boys. You're never going to get that clammy, terrible feeling, which can easily happen with a lesser quality waterproof liner. If I turn it backwards, you're going to see more elasticated bellows going up the Achilles. Notice there's reflectivity. There's pops there that are going to give you a good amount of reflectivity, even those small areas. If you get hit with the high beams at night, a car or another motorcyclist is going to see where you're going from there. And again, they tie in really, really nicely with, again, this rugged, multi-season, really 4-season adventure riding CE-rated boot. The other thing to keep in mind is if you look at this toe box, they've also lowered the profile of it. So it's going to work a little bit easier with your controls. And again, that ties in with the new last they're using with this upgraded Michelin sole. Again, lower profile, more comfortable, gave you some more flexibility, and gave you a better interfacing point with your bike. Now, the next step in your journey is to click right here, read other rider reviews of the new TCX Infinity EVO Gore-Tex boots at RevZilla.com. Start with my information, but you don't have to take my word for it, but consider this an endorsement. This boot has been a juggernaut in the past, and I love the direction they've gone with it moving into the future. Keep in mind, we ship for free over $39 if you're concerned about sizing. And as always, if you want to walk through it with a Gear Geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to me on our YouTube channel, RevZilla TV. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.